What is up, everybody? I decided to start this YouTube channel because I've seen a lot of people out there that are going to Prime. They have questions and stuff. I had the same questions as well. I've been following a lot of YouTube channels to see about going there, what it's like, what I have to do, what I need. So this is pretty much I'm gonna start a vlog about the PSD phase, the TNT phase, what my trip is like, pretty much everything you need to know to go there. Uh, so I actually decided to start going to Prime. I want to say about end of March. You do need to apply within the 30 days, so you will need to start your schooling within the 30 days of your application. That's what they told me. I tried applying in March, and I wasn't going to start until the end of April, early May, and they just told me to reapply at the middle of April. So that's what I did. I start May 6th. I'm probably going to leave about May 4th or 5th. Now, they do send a Greyhound for you, but I'm deciding to, I'm going to try and see if I can rent a car instead of taking the Greyhound, because I've heard horror stories about Greyhounds, and I don't want to be stuck in a 16-hour layover waiting for another bus in another city. So I'm going to try and get there. I don't know if I'm going to leave the 4th or the 5th. I might leave Saturday. I might leave Sunday really early in the morning, but I do want to get there on time so I can get situated and get to my room and everything on time, so I can sleep, because your class does start at 7 a.m. on Monday. They say if you're early, you're on time. If you're on time, you're late. I'm going to try and get there at 6:45. We'll see what that's like, waking up in the morning, because I do work second shift, so I'm going to have to resituate my sleeping schedule. It's going to be fun. Now, you do need $100 for the administration fee that is to be paid before you go. And they tell you to bring $55 for the DMV because you'll need to take your permit test, transfer your license to Missouri. They don't really make it clear to you at first, but you are going to be transferring your license to Missouri from whatever your state you are in. I don't think they transfer any out-of-state permits unless you're going to Utah or Pennsylvania. So Missouri, that's the one I'm going to. They don't transfer any out-of-state permits, so I'm gonna have to take my permit tests when I'm there. They do want you to study combinations. You do have to get a tanker endorsement, even if you aren't doing tanker, because they want you to be able to switch divisions if you want to. I'm going refrigerated, reefer all the way. They want you to practice your air brakes and practice your general knowledge, obviously. So those are the 4 permit tests you'll be taking: is the general knowledge, air brakes, combinations, and tanker. You do need to study for your pre-trip inspection as well. They tell you that before you go. If you have anybody that drives a truck or know anybody that works at a truck shop, you might be able to ask them to use their facility to practice with your pre-trip. That way you have a physical kind of study guide there, just to kind of go over. I mean, you'll still get a cheat sheet before you when you go, I believe. I think that's what they said, or one of the YouTubers, that's what they said. So you can study your pre-trip there, but I would recommend studying your pre-trip before you go. That way you're a little bit ahead of the game. Don't go acting like you know everything. Don't go in there acting like a smartass. You're there to learn, so don't go in there acting like you know everything already. So from what I understand, your PSD, when you get there, you start class Monday at 7 o'clock. It's an orientation. I'm gonna make sure I reassure all this too once I actually start, and let you guys know what it's like and everything. It's an orientation. You get split up into groups. Once I go through those classes, get my permits and everything, then I start my 10,000 miles with a trainer. Just learning the basics of the truck, how to back, how to drive it, and all that stuff. Then I go back and I take my CDL test. So I have to do my backing test, my pre-trip inspection, and the road test. Once that's done, I start the TNT phase. So the TNT phase is you're already an employee with Prime, you're done. So you're there. Then you start the TNT phase, which is a 30,000 miles with a trainer. That could last, I think they said, anywhere from 2 to 3 months, depending on if you take home time or not. I'm probably going to try and take home time before I upgrade, which is what I was going to talk about after that. Once you're done with your 30,000 miles, I think you can go 10,000 miles more if you're not comfortable yet. You'll still be getting paid $700 a week. Oh, for the PSD phase, you get a $200 advance for food. And then once you complete that, when you're in your TNT phase, you get $700 a week before taxes. For the that's money you actually get paid during your TNT phase. Once you're done with your TNT phase and you upgrade. So once you upgrade, that's when you start making your cents per mile. I believe it's 44 cents for refrigerated, 49 if you have a lightweight truck. I'm going to try and get an actual condo truck because I'm going to be having people ride with me. But if not, I guess I'll just take what I get until they have a condo truck. And I believe it's 51 cents for tanker, and I want to say 46 or 47 for flatbed. Flatbed does include tarp pay. I'm not sure how much it is. I'm not going flatbed, so I didn't really study into it that much. And then that's pretty much it. Make sure you pass a DOT physical. Make sure you can pass a DOT drug test. Don't go there if you think you won't pee clean, because if you don't pee clean, you can't mask it. You just need to be clean. So make sure you're clean before you go. Go get a full 12 panel drug screen. Make sure you're clean, because they will be testing. I believe it's 15. You have to be under 15 nanograms of THC in your system to actually pass a DOT test. If you can, try to rent a car to go, fly, train, and anyway, because I've heard that Greyhound is a horror story. Make sure all your bills are up to date, because you won't be getting paid until you actually start the TNT phase. You'll only be getting a $200 advance that has to be paid back. I think they take that $25 increments each check, something like that. I think that's it. I'll be keeping you guys updated for when I start packing, when I leave, how long it took me to get there. I think it's like a 9-hour drive from South Bend, Indiana. That's where I am. So, about the drive there, the actual process of getting in and everything, getting started. I do know to expect to pack it when I get there. I believe there's going to be a box lunch for me waiting. Make sure you talk to your recruiter and everything as well. But yeah, that's really all I have. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, let other people know to watch this video, watch this channel, because I'm going to be starting, up with that and keeping up to date with it if I can. Because I know I'm going to be training. I know that's what I need to focus on, other than starting a YouTube channel. But if I can keep up with the YouTube channel, I'm going to. If not, then I don't. Yeah, that's about it. So, yeah. So if you guys want to follow me on my career adventure, or you want to know a little bit about Prime Inc. before you go yourself, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks a lot.